Thank you for having me, Allison. Yes, it is very relevant to this case. No evidence is no evidence. And I love that phrase because that is the theme of this entire trial. There is no evidence. There is not even circumstantial evidence tying Mr. Durst to the crime scene of Susan Berman being responsible for her death. And as we know, the prosecution has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Mr. Durst is, in fact, the only individual that could be responsible for her murder. I think that the defense attorney's closing here, even though he was getting a little tired, even though he was getting a little emotional, was very impactful. He pointed out a lot of the gaping holes that the prosecution attempted to present. The number one thing that stood out to me was that $25,000 check and the fact that it was written a year and a half before they even knew that Janine Pirro was going to reopen the investigation into the death or the disappearance of Kathy Durst. That was very important because the prosecution's whole theme was that Susan Berman knows something and he killed her so that she wouldn't talk. Well, if he gave her that check a whole year and a half before they even knew that that investigation into the disappearance of Kathy Durst was going to happen, it completely wipes away the prosecution's case. He did an excellent job here, and I think he articulated very relevant portions of this very long trial in a succinct way, as succinct as he can after such a lengthy trial.